Hello and welcome back to the channel Cybersecurity Nation. Your free ethical hacking guide continues with day 12. In our last video, we looked at the various information gathering. We saw active information gathering and passive information gathering. We were able to search for IP address of various companies. Today we'll continue with information gathering. We'll start with gathering emails. We'll also be looking at how to download tools online for information gathering. So let's look at information gathering. And why this is very important is this: if users are very weak in security, if you can send a malicious code to a user and to a user email, and they happen to download this email file or program and they run this program, so that is already a backdoor to the company. That is access to the company. So that is why information gathering is very important. So let's get started with information gathering. I'll be showing you how we can, of a tool, the harvester. So to get started with the harvester, let's first run the help menu to understand how we can use it. Type the harvester with a capital H, press enter. So what this will do here is bring up a menu, description of the name of the tool, as you can see, is used to gather open source intelligence on a company or domain. Options available: the help options, if you need help on how to use it. The domain option, which is -D, you specify the domain you wish to search and the company name. And there are also other options here. You can, on your free time, you can go through them, experiment. One important option here is the B-B, which is the source. We have Zoom High, Yahoo, Baidu, for example, and a lot. Another way you can go about it, if you don't just want to select or specify a particular source, is use the all option. So let's get started. How do we use this tool? First, the harvester. Okay, and next we have we specify the domain, which in my case I want to say .php, .vonweb.com. Before we proceed, please only do this test on websites you have permission to hack or to run for this practical purpose. So next, you specify the source, which is here. Let's say I'm going to specify Yahoo, for example. Press the enter key. So from my experience using the harvester, it's not always reliable. And also, it also depends on the domain. This domain, for example, which you intend to do a search on. Some of them might have restrictions, so you might not get enough information that are helpful. But then you can try other websites. So this scan is done and it hasn't been helpful. I can run another scan, use the up arrow key on your keyboard to repeat history. So this time around, I'm going to show you how to use the all option. Just say AWL, press the enter key. So what this option does is it goes through all the various source without you having to specify a particular source name. So if one tool is unhelpful, there's another way we can go about it. Try other tools, or you can even go online to use to search for a tool. One a website where you can find tools is the GitHub. If you're a web developer, software developer, this should be familiar with you. It's a place where you can actually download, it's an open source where you can download free tools like so. In our case, hacking tools. So since this hasn't been very helpful, I just Control C to quit search. Okay, so let me say I want to run this scan on a different domain name. For example, I say wikipedia.com, enter. Okay, like I said, some of these websites, they have high security. It means you can't just carry out any search. They have firewalls in place to prevent such search. So I just while this is going on, let's open Firefox. So I'll show you the two GitHub. So let's type here information gathering tools, specify this GitHub, press enter. So it brings different options here. We have that are available on GitHub, RedHawk and Jason, Sherlock, and yeah, Inspector. So let's try the first option we have here, RedHawk. Click the link. So this is the GitHub page. Make sure it's from github.com. So it's from a trusted source. So you can see the README file. You read how it works, the name of the file, RedHawk, and the version, installation guide, the usage. This is important. So this is how you can download this tool. What you have to do, copy the link, select, right click, copy, go to your terminal. I just quit this search, clear the screen, and say git clone to paste that link which I've copied. Control Shift V, paste it. Before we proceed, I'd like to change the location. I usually prefer to change the location to my desktop, so do that as well. So I just clear this, or just type clear and cd to your desktop folder. Yeah, desktop, press the enter key. Now we're in the desktop directory. Now I can git clone. Okay, I just have to type it again. Git clone, Control Shift V, and press the enter key. So this would download to your desktop. So if you can see here on your desktop, you see the folder RedHawk here. So now how do we install this RedHawk? It's easy. We can go ahead first, change directory to RedHawk folder, which is this directory here. To do that, you type RedHawk, okay, it's the forward slash, press the enter key. So now we're in the RedHawk directory. List the files, small letters. So you can see the files currently in this directory: crawl, dockerfile, functions, license, redhawk.php. So this is the very file which we want to run. So to do that, since it has a .php extension, what we have to do is use a PHP to run it, PHP and rhawk, k.php. So click the enter key on your keyboard to run the file.